Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final matchup for StatSports League Season 8 Finals Game. This matchup is for our StatSports League Season 8 Championship between Kriegers and the Red Barons. Before we begin our player announcements, I would like to announce a few of our award winners from both of these teams. Starting with the Sharpshooter Award, it goes to number 32, K.A. Hall from Red Barons. Next up is our Defensive Player of the Season, also our leading in the blocks category. It is number 55, Abdullah from the J.R. Kriegers. And last but not least, a mainstay of StatSports League history, our most valuable player for Season 8, no surprise, goes to number 33, Dan Eves from Red Barons. Dan Eves is a multiple-time MVP winner. Also, the league's leading scorer. And now to our player announcements. Introducing your team from the J.R. Kriegers. Number 3, Walter Efosa Aguinalde. Number 6, Kennedy Benson. Number 11, Jason Gold. Number 14, Tek-Sun Knight. Number 17, Lee Garchet. Number 21, Shogi Khan. Number 23, Su Eng Hen. Number 24, Addie Tung. Number 30, Han Shu Yi. Number 34, Rowan Pierce. Number 41, Armand Olivares Mera. And number 55, Abdullah So. And introducing your team from the Red Barons. Number 43, Hong Yan Yi. Number 21, Chong Chi Hao. Number 33, Daniel E. Number 00, David Cosby. Number 35, Benjamin Olajide. Number 32, Kang Eng Hong. Number 2, Lim Jian Yu. Number 4, Fu Ding Jun. Number 10, Wong Mun Hin.
tip-off here at the SSL 8 championship final. And Abdullah met at the basket by Daniel Eves. That's the MVP on the defensive player of the season there. Just announced pregame. This is Han, and joining me is co-founder Andre Reza, who just, with the Knights, captured the Elite Cup Final championship. How do you feel?
Tired. I nearly had a heart attack 5 times in that game.
Yeah, that game looked like a lot of work.
But I'm real proud of the boys. They played an awesome game, and glad to be able to lift that trophy. As strong move there for the finish, but Rowan looks like he's bleeding. Rowan Pierce, number 34. Get the medic. Medics.
He's around.
Where is the medic? Go get him.
He's usually sitting over there. He might be praying right now. Kennedy. And shot is missed and rebounded by Benjamin, number 35. Pagbe swings the ball to Benjamin. Benjamin drives and finishes a tough shot at the rim. Addy brings the ball up against intense pressure from number 2. Number 2 is Lim Jian-yu. Oh, Addy hits the deck and off and running are Red Baron. Kennedy could not get that one to drop. Out of bounds. The ball will stay with Red Baron. So far, it looks like the Kriegers cannot get into their offense. Red Baron has scored twice now off loose balls, fast breaks.
Yeah, if we're talking about getting to offense, getting to flow, Red Baron, or at least half of the team here, as Ben hits an outside shot, half of the team of Red Baron played in another tournament earlier this week, playing in Thailand against some of the top clubs around Southeast Asia. So a lot of them are in rhythm, as we saw from Irfan in the earlier game, who also plays for Red Baron in other competitions. He went off for 57 points earlier today.
That is amazing, as Kennedy hits that baseline jump shot. 57 is our playoff high, I believe.
In the Hero Cup final, no less.
Big players step up during big games.
That's right.
Shogi with that rebound, and Kennedy's off and running. Only Dan in front of him. Challenges, almost gets that one to drop, but he gets his own rebound.
Good move there by Kennedy going into the body of Dan, but Dan was able to stay down and keep his arms straight up. Here's Abdullah. We've talked about in previous games the improved offense of Abdullah. We know what he can do on defense. As we said earlier, he's this season's Defensive Player of the Year, top shot blocker, as well as top rebounder. But on offense, he's been looking good, averaging close to 25 points a game.
He's definitely showed a big improvement as Shogi corrals that inbound pass. Kennedy hangs and finishes.
I think that'll be, as Dan takes it straight to the cup here, the matchup between Kennedy and Ben here will be an interesting one, I feel like.
Yeah, both are very similar players. As Addy rises up. Oh, smart play by Abdullah to knock that off. Pagbe.
Similar players, and it'll be interesting to see how they get their points. Not a lot of the offense for Red Baron has gone through Ben, but he's been able to maintain a decent output. Similarly so with Kennedy. And the finish and one there for Lee Kar-shen.
He was wide open when he received that pass, decided to dribble the ball, get Pagbe to commit to a foul, then make the shot.
He's like, yeah, what are you guys doing? Jian Yu brings up the ball, also a member of the Red Baron team that was over at the SEBA Championship representing Malaysia. Pulls up, good looking shot, and gets it to go.
Nice pass. Kennedy, nice pass again. Excuse me. And the finish by Abdullah at the rim, 9-11. This is some good back and forth basketball between both the teams. As Dan goes to the rack, can't get it to go, but grabs his own rebound. Nice runner there by number 21, Chong Chi Hao. Shogi gets the ball stolen by Dan.
I don't mind the foul to stop the break there, but maybe not for Abdullah. They'll need him out of foul trouble and need him the whole game if they want to keep.
And if I am not mistaken, under new FIBA rules, that counts as a technical foul as well.
A breakaway foul?
No, they called it unsportsmanlike.
Huh.
So if that's an unsportsmanlike foul, it's a technical. Not that he's the most vocal player out there, but you know, that's changed things a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about it in the first game today when a team is purposely trying to foul to stop the play. Whether, you know, in FIBA rules, that's considered an intentional foul and results in a shot and possession, whereas you see it in the NBA a lot of times, it's just a foul, you're trying to stop the clock or stop the play. So a little bit officiated a little bit differently.
Yeah, although you can see the consistency of it is not that well maintained sometimes. Yeah. Some referees allow you to just randomly hit a guy and they'll call a foul. In that case, all Abdullah did was kind of hug him, kind of wrap him out a little bit. And that was called intentional. I do agree that the spirit of the rule is to make a basketball play. So if it's in a basketball play, then they should let it go.
And especially seeing it early on in the game, does that have an effect on the tone of the game and how physical players are going to be? And maybe that's what the refs are thinking as well. For everyone joining us on Facebook Live, and again, obviously we have Ana Martinez joining us as always when we're covering the JR Kriegers and
Herman Olivares Morelos, number 41.
Thank you all you guys watching on Facebook Live. Do drop us a comment, share the link, tell all your friends. And we thank you for joining us online, but on ground it's pretty good energy here all day.
It has been. It has been. Special shout out to our fans who have made this very, very interesting. Most of our fans are sitting on this side of the floor, so you really can't see them, so many on that side from the camera's view, but it has been quite interesting.
And even if we're lying, you'll never know.
No, you never.
Unless you come down to Maba Stadium.
And prove us wrong. Red Baron 15, JRK 9, make that 16-9. Red Baron with the 7-point lead. A press. Red Baron has run this press all season, but Abdullah says, ain't no thing,
Press?
just give me the ball.
More like panini press. No?
I don't think they sell paninis at Chili's. And Abdullah gets the ball, scores the basket, gives high fives.
Great run here for the Kriegers, turning defense to offense. Abdullah making a statement on the game early.
And that's what you want to see from Abdullah. He's a big man, and if he can run the floor as fast as he does, he puts pressure on the Red Baron big man to keep up with him. Dan Eves, generally speaking, reserves his speediness for the offensive end.
And he's a little underrated for Abdullah on the offensive end is his touch around the basket. If he's in deep, he'll most likely convert the layup.
Dan Eves misses that three, but JRK unable to corral. Dan attacks. Doesn't get the drop, but he still has the ball. I think this is his 4th offensive rebound.
Dan trying to draw the foul, and he finally does. He's been watching a lot of James Harden. And has a few words to say as well. Dan, the MVP once again for SSL, playing his first full season in a while. And again, sporting the bandage over his right eye after suffering an injury in the tournament earlier this week.
Yes.
He's got 11 stitches over his left eye.
11 stitches in that first game versus Palita Jaya in Bangkok. In Thailand. High pick and roll. Kennedy ends up with the ball in his hands. That's his shot. He should hit that one. Ben. Our sharpshooter, Eng Hong. Eng Hong loses the ball. And a reach-in foul on number 32, Eng Hong.
And another matchup that'll be interesting there. Eng Hong versus Eng Heng on the JR Kriegers side. A lot of veteran craftiness.
Number 32 versus number 23.
That's right. Versus the unstoppable sharp shooting of Eng Hong.
Great awareness there by... And defensive 3 seconds. Good call by the referee.
Ooh, against the MVP, he looks incredulous, as you would say.
I think that's Dan's default reaction. Besides disgust when the call doesn't get made.
Even if he gets a call going his way, he doesn't look happy half the time.
Because he got fouled 4 times before he got that last call.
That said, you know, people have on-court personas. Off-court, he's a very nice guy.
Dan is great off-court and online too. He's such a personality, but on-court he's all business, and you can really appreciate that as Kennedy misses another jump shot.
You can appreciate it if you're on his team.
No, I mean even as a third party.
As a third party or on his team.
I played against him. I coached against him. He's not being unreasonable. He just really wants to win. Plus, I'm not going to get into a trash-talking battle with a 6'5" monster in the court. That's not a good idea. As Eng Hong misses, but the putback almost goes down. And off and running is Suen Heng. Abdullah. Traveling.
Ooh.
That's a good call, good call.
That's a good call. It's not often that you see Abdullah stopped by that much length. You got both Dan and number 26, Ng Cheng Tung, just their hands straight up, and Abdullah had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and Abdullah, I think a facet of his game that he'll probably need to work on is to be able to stop when he sees that defense and pull up just a little bit earlier. As Dan doesn't need to stop as he takes on the whole JR Kriegers team. Shogi coming up a little bit hobbled there, rubbing his face.
Yep, he got one sub for JR Kriegers earlier due to injury with Rowan getting hit in the face, but he looks ready to check in soon. Good patience there by Abdullah to get the defense up in the air.
And he's really worked on his game, hasn't he? Because I know we've said it before, he's got more offensive prowess, but he is a total different player from last season to this season around the basket.
That's right.
It's either he's being utilized better or he has developed some serious confidence in his game. He's patient. He's not the strongest guy down there, but he knows how to hold his base, take the contact, and still go up.
That's right. And as we mentioned, besides the skill set, it's that mentally he seems much improved as well. More patient and a lot of awareness on the court.
It is a luxury to have a defensive player of the season who's able to still score 25 points a game.
That's right.
Yes. Fast break, nice defense! Oh, he doesn't want the ball, he wants the trash dog.
Something to say about that. Eng Heng with a big block against the Sharks.
Su Eng Heng gets the block. Trash dog does not want the ball.
No physicality off the ball between the two Engs down low. The refs might need to take a look at this. They're getting really chippy down there. Well, you like to see the energy here. It is the championship final.
Yeah, you want them to play with this much intensity. As number 26, Ng Cheng Tung, crashes the board and gets that one to drop. Kennedy attacks. Looking for a call, doesn't get it.
Bodies all over the floor, but as we mentioned before, Ng Cheng Tung, you know, a lot of the Red Baron team, I mean, for me especially, I hadn't noticed them going into the season, but a lot of them get lost in the blowouts because they win by so much, and you're not really sure, you don't really realize how talented everyone is on this team.
Abdullah spins, can't get it to drop, can't get the second one to go. Almost a highlight there with the steal and the spin.
1 minute left here in the first quarter. You're seeing a lot of the bench on both sides. Oh, we have an injury on the one side of the court. Kennedy can't get it to go. An injury timeout here.
Number 26, Ng Cheng Tung, looks like he hurt his right ankle.
He's
being
flying
helped
in
off.
for another offensive board. He's been doing all quarter here. It's almost inevitable.
As you mentioned earlier, this is a tightly contested matchup, this championship final. You know both teams are going to put it all out on the floor. Lim Jianyu passes to the corner. Three-pointer is shot, short, and blocked by Herman. Good defense there by Herman. Number 43 bulls his way to the basket, drawing that foul. Fong Yan Yi.
I love the energy so far in this game. Both sides bringing it to the court. Both hungry for this championship.
Nice rebound by Herman. Travel. Interesting call. (16-22), 20 seconds remaining. Red Baron with the 6-point lead so far. It has been a back and forth battle. Neither team able to maintain much offensive rhythm. It has been a very defensive game so far. Nice finish for number 28, Fang Yun Kong.
That's a good basket for him. He just subbed in and was able to make it go.
And the basket will count for number 14, Kek-sun Ike from JRK.
Yeah, the same thing the other side. Both guys getting a lift right off the bench. Both teams getting a lift right off the bench with big shots from their players, from their substitutions.
Throw this and see if we can use it.
So for everyone joining, let's set the table here. We have Red Baron versus JRK, and for those that don't know, Red Baron has been undefeated this whole season, blowing out teams. They've averaged, let me see here, they average 132 points a game, 29 assists a game, and 50 rebounds, including 19 steals and almost 4 blocks a game. So now meanwhile on the other side, JR Kriegers, their only loss in the regular season was to the Red Baron, so they're looking to avenge that loss as well. And this team going into the season was built to take on this Red Baron team who's been dominant the last 2 seasons.
That's right. I mean, in that game in the regular season, JRK stuck with Red Baron for 3 quarters. 3 quarters before they got, thank you very much, thank you. And before they lost in that 4th quarter, it is...
We got Putra here to say hi to the camera. And Joe as well.
Joe,
congratulations.
yeah.
These
Good
guys
job,
both
good job,
members
good job.
of the Knights winning the Elite Cup. So we go back to center court here for the start of the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, both teams know what's at stake. This is the SSL Champions championship game. They know what's at stake. And I know where to find good steaks. It's at Chili's. Chili's has great steaks. That's where I'm going after this game.
Oh my God. I mean, I love it.
That's where you're going to fill in the slogan. We're a team here.
It's just like, every time you do that, it makes me shake my head. Speaking of shakes, you know where you can get a shake milkshake? At Chili's.
I don't know the tagline. Someone's going to post it.
More life.
More life
here.
happens here. Sorry, Chili's more life happens here.
You know what's been interesting for the Kriegers as Dan hits a shot? We have not seen much from Addy, who starts on the bench in the second quarter here.
Rowan back in. Addy's a holdover from the JR Kriegers. The styles are a little bit different.
That's right.
As you see Shogi lose the ball out of bounds.
I mean, that said, he is their second leading scorer with 16 points a game and 7 assists. But as you mentioned, once Addy's in the game, it's a lot of ball. He's a very ball-dominant player, so it's two different styles when he's on and off the court.
And I think the Kriegers have not really figured out a way to play with that, although they've done well throughout the season. Inbound.
Meanwhile, Yen Yu, the point guard on the Red Baron, has been playing great all season. Their assist leader.
That was a pass by the point guard. He'll call that an assist. As Red Baron with a 9-point lead. Pass ahead. Eng Hong unable to corral that one.
A good look by Shogun, but probably Forsen didn't need that. They got to be careful. I mean, we've seen Red Baron all season. They'll have a 5 or 6 point lead in the first quarter, and after the second and third, they just balloon that up to more than 20 points.
That's right, as Dan Eves lines up another three, gets his offensive rebound.
I mean, that's where you got to beat them. You can't let them outwork you. Let them outscore you. Let them get lucky on shots. But as here, another offensive rebound, you cannot let Red Baron outwork you.
Yeah, Wong Moon Hin crashing the board there. As Eves post up. Travel!
Defense there. Good discipline there by Tan Shu Yi. Shogi a little bit frustrated that it seems like Dan got the better of him on that possession, but Tan Shu Yi was able to help out on the defensive play. Hey, keep your head in the game, though, if you're the Kriegers.
Yep, timeout. Krieger's going to talk things over. They've got to settle in a little bit. They do not want this 9-point lead to balloon. It has been Red Baron in the driver's seat with JRK just keeping in pace because a couple of steps behind. They've got to make a run of their own right now.
That's right. I mean, against most teams, you're going to be comfortable being close. I mean, going to, midway through the second quarter. But against the Red Baron, you want to be even closer, if not ahead, early on to build up a buffer. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors and partners this season. Shout out to Kyo and Nicola and her team for sponsoring the finals and all season long, our digital experience. Shout out also, of course, to Chili's, our live stream sponsor, and Blue Black Arena, our live stream partner.
Rowan couldn't get that layup drop. Why don't you tell me a little bit about Kyo? I'm not familiar. I've never been to this place. Kyo, no one's ever told me where it is.
Kyo is a club down in KL and at Mandarin Oriental. They are actually a Japanese franchise and probably the biggest spot in town for the last few years. They have a lot of events there, but every weekend and every night they've got the hottest music in town and the biggest party.
Sounds like a place I should have been invited to.
No, but they do it well. It's a good spot.
Nice layup there. The finish good for Lim Jian Yu, number 2. Addy turns the ball over. He went away from the pick. And off and running is Jian Yu. Gets his own rebound and one. Lim Jian Yu is fired up.
Great play, great effort and energy by Jian Yu. Again, that's the one thing you can control if you're the Kriegers. Just outwork them, out-hustle them. Do not let them at least get the offensive rebound. You got to finish your defensive play if you want to have a chance.
And just like that, it's a 15-point lead. Red Baron firmly in the driver's seat. That's the Red Baron 1-2-2 press. Sung Ai couldn't get that one to drop. Battling for that rebound. And the ball falls to Red Baron.
Kriegers again managing to break that press. Couldn't come away with the layup though.
And travel call there. Good call by the referee.
And you know, with all this talk about Red Baron's dominance, for those that follow SSL and are in the basketball community, you know, it says a lot about the growth of the sport here in KL and in Malaysia as well. Just seeing talent rise and consolidated in some cases, but just the talent level in basketball seems to have increased over the last few years.
Addy hits that 3. His first positive contribution of this game. He's had a couple of turnovers. He's got to settle in a little bit as he steals the ball. Off and running. The Kriegers. Got to move the ball. Wow, Abdullah. Not a shot I expected to take. It's a 3-on-0.
I want to see a timeout here if you're the Kriegers.
They've already used their 2.
Oh, wow. Kriegers looking out of sorts.
Another basket for number 2, Jian Yu, Lim Jian Yu. $19-point lead for JRK.
Eddie got everyone to turn their heads, including his own teammate, and caused a turnover. Point game here all of a sudden, and Red Baron does this, and it's amazing because we've seen them do it against competition all season long. A lot of times they've easily outmatched them, but against the Kriegers, these guys are deep. These guys have talent from 1 to 15, and yet again, 19-point lead early in the second quarter, or late in the second quarter, I should say.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. Their ability with their press and the ability to change even a made shot into a fast break with their skill and their talent. That is what needs to happen. And that's what they do better than anyone else in this league. And how you stop that? How do you stop that? Get back on D. That's all you can do. As Ben gets the ball. Dribble drive. Pull up by Dan. No good. And Sunek with the rebound. Addy with the ball. High pick and roll with Abdullah. Addy, unable to finish. Fouled on that pass is Benjamin Olajide. It will remain Red Baron ball, 42-23. Ladies and gentlemen, my voice sounds bad. Excuse me, I've been yelling all game. I can barely speak. Nice outlet. Oh. Sun I did not realize how far he was underneath the basket.
3 minutes, 23 left in the first half here. At halftime, we're going to have a shootout. We're also going to have our first half-court shootout to win a 2-night, 3-day stay at Nadia's Hotel in Langkawi. So if you're not here at Mamba Stadium, get down here 3 minutes. But we're going to keep shooting until someone wins it. I think that's what we should do.
It's a lot of guys here.
Red Baron winning all the 50-50 balls. Again, if you're the Kriegers, those are little battles that you have to win. You have to be able to get to the 50-50 balls. No room for error against Red Baron.
Substitutions on the floor. Shogi back in for Sun Ike. Eng pulls up for three. No good. Nice pass to Dan Eves, who swishes the long two.
That's not good news for the Kriegers when Dan starts to heat up from everywhere on the court.
Yeah, I mean, one of the toughest things to defend with Dan is because of his size, his ability to shoot over any defender if he's hot. Benjamin, Pogbe, nice pass to a cutting Dan Eames. No good, but Benjamin Olajide grabs that offensive rebound.
I feel like that play is kind of the microcosm of this matchup right now. Shogi putting in all the effort to make a play against Dan, yet the Red Baron come back. As we see, a big block by Dan. Red Baron follow up with an offensive rebound and still put it in. I think what we underestimate also is the physicality of this game and the toll that it takes. Constant substitutions here for the Kriegers just for them to stay on the court.
Kennedy, short on that one. They've missed a number of these open looks from the mid to low post. Just the shadow, the specter of Dan Eves puts them off. Good defense there by Shogi, slapping that ball out of bounds.
David Pogbe not happy with the call, saying it was off of Shogi. I think he has a point.
High pick and roll. Reach in foul on the ground.
Nice move there by KS.
Benjamin guilty of that foul.
I think Kriegers got to do more of that. We need to see more penetration, maybe a little drive and kick. A little more dynamism to their offense will help. Hang, trying to get the foul call. Dan gets an open look. Afifi.
Short in that jump shot, Afifi.
1 minute left in the first half.
Not the game that we thought we'd see. It's Kennedy, fakes, nice pass. And the finish to number 55, Abdullah So.
That's his first one in a long time.
Yeah, he has not scored this in the second quarter, I think. As Dan works his way down low and draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
He almost had a masochistic look on his face. Like, oh, 3 guys following me? I like it.
I think he does like it.
Yeah. pumps him up. Red Baron back to their press.
That is not how you break a press.
Yeah, that's the first time they've had troubles with it. They had the reversal option over here, but KS had his head down, tried to force a bad play. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Red Baron holding for one. Good hustle. Afifi just short there. And that's the thing you respect about Red Baron. They're patient. They know to get the shot they want, and everyone gets a touch. Everyone gets a look. Shogi will heave it. 21-point lead here at halftime. We're going to go down to the court for our halftime contest.
We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to get a couple of players, a couple of volunteers out here first for our shootout. Shootout for some awesome Kyo swag. Kyo, our finals day sponsor. We got some really cool stuff. We need 4 volunteers. 4 volunteers. There's so many out there. 4 of you, please come down for our shootout. You need to make a layup, a free throw, and a 3-pointer. 1, 2, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more coming, 2 more coming. I like this matchup. It's a cool matchup. I can dig it. Although that big guy looks like he might be a pro. Again, they need to make a layup, a free throw, and a 3-pointer. Both teams will alternate on the shots. 60 seconds. Both of you ready? Both teams ready? you very much, both of you. Now, all right, now this is the half-court shootout. I need 10 volunteers for a chance to win a 3-day, 2-night stay in Langkawi. 3 days, 2 nights, you are playing, you have to go, you are playing. 10 volunteers, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you can't play, you're playing the game. Please go focus, focus. Behind this line, behind this line. All right, the rules are simple. Simple rules. You must release the ball before you cross this line. Sorry, you can't step over this line, all right? That's all, very simple. All right. 3 days, 2 nights, on the line, courtesy of Adidas Hotel, please. First shot. Is this it? Is this it? No, it is not. Oh, that was quick. No. Okay, talking game. Mr. Talking Game. Let's see what you got. Short. Next up. Come on, guys. It's a half-court shot. Nope. Come on. That's invalid. You stepped on the line. Doesn't count. You were on the line. Next. Oh, it's right over the backboard. Hey, I've seen you guys before. Oh, it was good. Oh, that was so close. Wow. Come on, guys. Half-court shot. Let's go. Half-court shot. You look familiar. So do you. Go ahead. No more. We're done. Oh, we have a special guest. That's the wall. Oh, almost hit that 3-point. To go. Next up. Nope. On the line. Sorry, that's going to count. You're on the line. Let's go. Does no one want to win this 3-day, 2-night stay? No one wants it. Nobody wants it. Oh! Here we go. You want it. What's your name, sir? Eugene, you are our winner of a 3-day, 2-night stay at Nadia's Hotel in Langkawi. Can I please get the certificate for this gentleman? Hey, don't run away. Your prize is coming. He will be receiving a 3 days, 2-night stay at the Nadia's Hotel in Langkawi and some swag from Kyo, our final sponsor.
Start of the second half here of the SSL 8 Championship Final. An entertaining halftime there with lucky winner of our half-court shootout, winning a 3-day, 2-night stay at Nadia's Hotel in Langkawi. Not bad. Back in the game, Red Baron is up 21 points here after a commanding second quarter. The Kriegers got to figure out how to get back in this game. Abdullah missing one down low and missing another one off of the steal. Seems like the physicality of Dan Eves may be bothering Abdullah a little bit. Dan a little slow getting back up down the court. Ang Hong missing, our sharpshooter of the season. Most threes and best three-point percentage. Rowan operating up top with Abdullah. Creates some space, still finds Abdullah. Herman, first shot of the game, misses just short. Afifi. Jenu probes, good defense there by J.R. Kriegers. And Rowan fouled on the rebound. Abdullah breaking past Dan, goes all the way to the basket, laying it in. That length, that helped contribute to him being the defensive player of the year, leading the league both in blocks and in rebounds. Afifi gets by Rowan easily and goes all the way to the basket for two more. Abdullah again going to the basket, pulling up. Nice finish there by Abdullah, creating space. The pace of the game here is slowed down on both sides. Ang Hong, good pressure by Kennedy, but a little contact as he came running across. Hit Ang Hong on the arm. Ang Hong to the line for two. He's been prolific in both this season and last from beyond the arc and at the three-point line. SSL's own Steph Curry. And with that, of course, he misses. The commentator's curse. The Kriegers were able to probe and get all the way in, but Shu Yi didn't look like he was ready for that pass. We can't have bad turnovers like that. Afifi from the elbow and hits another. Kennedy operating up top against Ang Hong. Abdullah looking for Rowan, posting up. Deflected by David Pogbe. Abdullah, 18-footer, gets it to go. Abdullah, the lone bright spot for the Kriegers right now. Hong penetrates and dishes out to Fifi. Good defense by Rowan. He sees Herman off the guard. He's got Kennedy. Good look. Kennedy finishes. Timeout by Red Baron. A nice little run here by the JR Kriegers. Cutting it to 18. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. I thought he like fell or something. Rowan pull up with an air ball there. He's operating out of the post, resets to Ting Jun. Oh, the length of Abdullah getting around. Inbounds to Dan, operating from the mid post this time. Oh, big block by Abdullah. Dan takes it right back to him. Misses. Big rebound by Rowan. Taking the contact as you go. Kennedy down the middle. Finds Chu Yi. Can't get it to go. Kriegers need a basket here. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Again, the pace is slowed down here. Both teams a little deflated, trying to figure each other out. Nice look by David. Abdullah just a little late, and Dan finishes. Rowan again operating up top. To Herman. Foul call will be side out here. Clock is reset at 14 on the shot clock. Keksun Ike checks in for Tan Shu Yi. Keeps the ball alive. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Rowan's got to put it up. Just short. Ting Jun brings it up. Fong gets it in for Dan. David deep inside. Got hit on the back but no call. And Rowan brings it back up for the Kriegers. Resets for Kennedy. Got Sunak inside, but nothing there. Herman pulls it out. Deep into the shot clock. 5 seconds left. Kennedy pulls up and can't buy a basket. The defense of Red Baron making it very difficult for the Kriegers to get any good look. Suan Heng looking ready to check back in. And an easy layup for Fu Ting Jun. force one in. Kennedy tried to keep it alive and tip it over to Sun Ike, but results in a turnover. Got big substitutions here. 3 changes for the Kriegers. Addy, KS, and Su Eng Heng back in the game. Let's see if this new look helps them out at all. Ting Jun probes, gets deep in the post, kicks it back out to Fong. And a defensive 3 call against Sun Ike. So after a decent run early in the 3rd quarter by the Kriegers, they look a little flat again here. Maybe the substitutions will reinvigorate them. Meanwhile, the Red Baron looks confident still. Dan's got him beat and draws a foul. Foul on Abdullah. So, again, a lot of their defense, it seems like, for the Kriegers is to contain Danese, but they're getting help from everywhere else on the court as well, Red Baron are. Including Fong with the reverse layup. And a timeout here for the JR Kriegers. Big shot there by KS. The lead is still 21 though for the Red Baron. Ting Jun operating down to Fong down in the post. To the cutting Dan, drops it off for Dan. Big block by the SSL all-time leading shot blocker, Shogi Gan. Addy finds KS. Addy out to Su Eng Heng, just short again. All the Kriegers short, looking a little short. Except for KS, fouled on the 3-point play. Oh, it's a side out of bounds. It looks like the foul is off the ball. And so it'll be on the ground, side out. Darren subbing in for Red Baron. KS puts Red Baron in the penalty. He's been a bright spot since subbing in here, being aggressive and going to the basket. Misses the first. Ting Jun gets a screen from Pang. Bench shot's no good. He's been quiet most of this game. Addy pushes it back the other way. Su Eng Heng Probes. Sun underneath. And gets his goggles ripped off his face. Keksun Ike. He's been playing well this game, but can't cut into the lead. It's still a 20-point lead for Red Baron. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. But now cuts it to 19 for Red Baron. Less than 1 minute now to go in the third quarter. Hang drives in, but gets stripped by Darren. Now it's a 3-on-1 the other way. Shogi can't get there in time, and it's finished by Fung. "30 seconds. Let's see if JRK can get a basket here going into the fourth quarter. Cut it to below 20, and again, another short jumper for the Kriegers. Red Baron will hold it for one. 10 seconds left. Hogbae. Finds Tingju in the corner, but he misses. 3 seconds left in the corner. Let's see if Addy realizes, and he'll get called for steps, but that's the end of the quarter. So end of the third quarter, Red Baron up with a commanding 21-point lead over JRK. And more than that, it seems like the JR Kriegers are a little deflated.
You got that right. That doesn't look like they are interested at trying to get back into this game at all right now. The bench looks like it's been divided into two.
And we knew that going in. It was essentially a combination of two different clubs coming together. They found sort of the chemistry as the season went on, but maybe not the identity. What kind of ball club are they? I mean, it's starting to show now. With that said, they have the talent. Let's see if they can make something happen. Well, what you want is for them to finish the game strong. Putting in the effort. You know, if you miss a shot, that's all right. Just keep playing, stay together, finish the season strong. They've had a good season. They can't go out like this.
They're not doing too bad a job. Holding Red Baron to 61 points in 3 quarters is pretty good. It's just they haven't been able to get their offense in flow either, so that's holding them back.
Shogi imploring them to hang in there, one possession at a time. But it's like a lot of the teams in this league, right? Where is the leadership coming from? Who binds the team together? And why are you playing to begin with? Right? You want to play to win. Start of the fourth quarter here. Addy pulls up a quick one, can't get it to go. Good look. Maybe a bit early in the shot clock. Addy inbounding here. Finds Su Hang. Start to play. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Ooh, good drive and good finish.
Tingjun gets it across half court.
Red Baron with a slightly different lineup to start the fourth quarter. Not their number 1 or number 2 option out right now.
And that said, they still look like a well-oiled machine.
Yep,
These
quite
guys.
a deep bench right there.
Yep. And they
Pugbe with the rebound, goes up strong, and draws the foul.
The talent's one thing for Red Baron, but they do have a pretty consistent practice schedule. You can
Yep.
tell they know each other's games.
They know
the
their
system.
sets, they know their positions on the floor. No matter who's on the floor, they know where each other
That's right.
needs to be. They don't get in each other's way too much.
That's right.
Spacing's good, rhythm's good. Dan Eves and Jian Yu coming back onto the floor for Red Baron. A little breather to start off the fourth quarter. That full court press really bothering J.R. Kriegers the whole game. They have not done a good job in moving the ball out of the backcourt quite quick enough.
That's right. And even if it doesn't force a turnover, it does
Yep.
things like that. It makes the other team rush into a shot.
Yep, it tires them out, it clusters them, forces.
Jen Yu with a beautiful fake layup. And Hang drops up for Sim Ike. Nice finish there. Ben with the fake and drive. Darren misses, but Fung is there for the rebound. Good D by Shogi, another block to his career total. Addy gets it to KS. Ike deep inside. Maybe a little over dribbling down low and a little bit keeping the ball a bit too low.
Abdullah comes back into the game. Still 20 points down with 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Not looking like it's going to change anytime soon. Darren with the drive, pushes it out to Jian Yu for the 3, but cannot get it to fall. Darren gets the ball again, cannot get the 3, but
Nice rebound by Ben.
draws the foul off Shogi.
.7:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Red Baron has stuck around with this lead for a little while, right around 20, 22 points. The Kriegers were only down 5 or 6 at the end of the first quarter, but as Red Baron has done throughout the season, they've ballooned their lead every quarter since then.
Oops, a long 2, cannot get it to go.
And with the firepower that the Kriegers have, 22 points is within striking distance, but they can't hit any shots. And every shot they get has been a tough one.
And
Credit to Red Baron for their defense.
Yep, and in order to cut down a lead, you need to stop the other team from scoring, which is a tall task to ask.
Another shot short by Su Hang. And you know, in those situations, you know that he knows that he should take it to the basket, but it's the size and the physicality of Red Baron that's stopped most of the dribble drive.
Eddie for the three. Ben driving in. It's a tough shot to fall. Shogi closing in on him. Yogi, not a small man himself.
No foul there. Abdullah
Abdullah
gets it
with
to
the
go.
putback. Good move by Addy to start that play off. Bit of a shake and bake right there, but could not get his layup to fall.
Still 22 points.
Yep.
Tough shot there by Kennedy with a pull-up. Yan Yu's been having a heck of a game. Makes a tough shot over Abdullah. Hangs. Got caught picking up his dribble. Kennedy down the lane. Gets it to go.
That shot
And
made
one.
by a screen by Angsu, opening up the lane for Kennedy.
Handoff.
Yep.
Screen there. Some frustration on the looks on the faces of the Kriegers. They haven't been able to figure it out. Not an easy task against Red Baron though. Kennedy slipped his hands but can't get it to go. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
Good
Abdullah.
defense by Abdullah there. Gets his hand in the way.
And you know, in the spurts where the Kriegers had their runs, had a few stops, you could tell they're talented enough to do this. They're just being able to put a few possessions in a row together, and then from there, a full run. But as you said, stopping the other team from scoring has been difficult. Kennedy misses from down low. King Jun takes a screen. The Mun Hin, turnover. Abdullah with a bad turnover. .330 to go here. Red Baron looks like they're trying to drain some time off the clock. Backdoor cut by Dan. Shot is short, rebound by Abdullah. Rowan looking for the Kriegers to push. Herman pulls up for three. Short left. Stays Kriegers' ball. All the Kriegers' shots have been short today.
Not their day. Usually a pretty good three-point shooting team, but just has not got the.
I think that's attributed to the physicality
Yeah.
of Red Baron. You're getting beat up on your drives.
The fatigue on the legs shows, and your shots are keep falling short. Yep. Daniel putting the moves on Abdullah, but Abdullah stick with it and gets the block.
Second big block for Abdullah on Dan today. And I don't want to say he's won that matchup, but if anything, it's been even. But as we mentioned, if the game plan was to keep Dan at bay, the rest of Red Baron have definitely stepped up here.
Yep.
But of course,
Dan gets it back.
Here's what we said. And says, no, it's me. So 2 minutes left here. We want to congratulate all of our award winners this season. Dan, again, MVP and top scorer. Abdullah, defensive player of the season. Sharpshooter, King Ang Hong. A bunch of guys in this game right now, but we also had Arman hitting a 3 there. We also had earlier award winners, Patrick from the Twin Towers, Justin Yo from U4, the steals leader. We had Tunku Amir, AK, the leadership award winner.
So Harman, the final minutes of Season 8 of the StatSports League. What would you like to tell our audience about Season 9 of the StatSports League?
What I like to say is, first of all, Season 8 has been awesome. It's been the most teams that we've had. I think some of the best competition we've had.
Yep.
Also the biggest range of competition we've had.
Sure.
So we're looking at figuring out how to manage that a little bit better, which, by the way, you guys following on Facebook or any of our players and fans and coaches, if you have any input on that, how to make this experience better, let us know. But overall, we're really happy with Season 8. I'm glad that the community is growing, the talent is increasing, and I hope for Season 9 we can do more of that. There's a lot of ideas we have in the pipeline. It's just a matter of having the resources to execute it. So that goes on to the second point. I mean, a lot of this doesn't happen without our partners. You know, we got sponsors like Chili's, Kyo, you know, Maba has been supportive as well, letting us use their facility. You know, Blue Black Arena for giving this awesome live stream experience. You know, we want to just keep on adding to that. So again, if you guys have ideas.
Good cut and pass right there, but a bit slow on getting the ball up.
So yeah, if you guys have any ideas, suggestions, we're just here to make basketball the best it can be here in Malaysia and eventually the region as well. So that's what I have to say.
And
Also, thank you to everyone working each week here at SSL. Your brother as well, Akram, the photographer. I know a lot of people have been happy with his photos. You know, all our table officials, the scorekeepers. Dewey Amas, our venue for most of the regular season.
Yep.
It's been good. It's been since the first season, where how many teams we had the first season?
I think it was 8 or 10, yeah.
And it's not even just the number of teams back then, the quality has really improved.
Some familiar faces, a lot of new faces each year.
Instead of us having to work the scoreboard now, we're commentating. So slowly but surely. 20 seconds left. Red Baron is going to take the championship here for Season 8.
75 to 54.
Pulls it out. 5 seconds left. A round of applause for your Season 8 SSL champions. Red Baron defeating JRK 75 to 54 on behalf of SSL. They're up there, it's in Berhad. Everyone here down at the court, all of our sponsors. Ijas, Andre, Ikram, Akram, everybody else that's been working with us all season long. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for sharing, and we will see you next season.
Be awesome.
And that is the end of the StatSports League Season 8 Championship Finals. your hands together for both of these teams. They put out a lot of effort out there today.
Hah? Zoom tighten apa ya? Ya, yang pegang gue.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to call upon your runners-up for StatSports League Season 8. Can I get the J.R. Kriegers up here, please? Put your hands together for the J.R. Kriegers. Come on up and accept your SSL runner-up for Season 8 and your medals. Their championship trophy. Again, put your hands together for Red Baron, your StatSports League Season 8 champion. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an awesome season for myself, Razan, and Ikram, our co-founders. We appreciate all the support you've given us throughout this season. Season 9 will start in October, so look forward to seeing you guys then. Thank you very much.
Eh.